The day you learn to immerse yourself completely in your work, no one can stop you from succeeding. The biggest reason for failure in a person's life is not circumstances, nor a lack of resources, nor even the cruelty of fate. Swami Vivekananda clearly states that the root cause of failure is the wandering of the mind. When the mind is scattered, when the body is doing one thing and the mind is racing in 100 directions, then energy is dissipated. And where energy is scattered, great results are never born. Vivekananda's own life is proof that the person who completely immerses himself in his work becomes extraordinary, even if he is ordinary. Immersing oneself in work is not an ordinary statement. It is a spiritual state. It doesn't just mean working hard, but establishing such an identification with one's work that I and my work cease to be separate. When a person attains this state, fatigue becomes penance, struggle becomes spiritual practice, and every difficulty, instead of breaking him, refines him. Swami Vivekananda says, "Do one thing at a time and put your whole soul into it." This sentence seems simple, but within it lies the power to transform life. Today's man wants to achieve everything at once. He wants to learn, earn, appear successful, and compare himself to others all at the same time. As a result, his mind is never stable. He works, but he doesn't immerse himself in his work. And he who does not immerse himself in his work never makes history. To immerse yourself in your work means when you are studying, only study. When you are writing, only write. When you are serving, only serve. At that time, mobile phones, fear, the future, comparisons, everything should be left outside. Vivekananda believed that concentration is the mother of all knowledge and success. The person who has mastered concentration has learned the greatest lesson of life. Today, most people complain, "I work hard, yet I don't progress. I work a lot, but I don't get results." Swami Vivekananda would ask such people only one question: do you truly immerse yourself in your work, or do you merely pass the time? Immersing yourself in work doesn't mean counting the hours. Immersing yourself in work means forgetting the clock. Immersing yourself in work means letting go of worries about the outcome. When a person lets go of worries about the results and dedicates themselves to their work, only then does the work become pure, and pure work yields great results. Vivekananda said that a person who constantly thinks about what they will gain can never give their best. But the person who thinks, "I must give my best," finds that results follow them automatically. Swami Vivekananda's life was full of struggle, hardship, and humiliation. He had neither wealth, nor a permanent home, nor a secure future. But he had one thing: complete immersion in his purpose. When he studied Vedanta, he was completely absorbed in it. When he contemplated the suffering of India, his soul trembled. And when he spoke, it wasn't his words that spoke, but his soul. That is why the world stopped to listen to him. Immersing yourself in work teaches you how to let go of complaints, how to be free from comparison, and how to melt away fear. A person who is immersed in their work has no time left for fear. Fear is born in an empty mind. When the mind is filled with purpose, fear automatically disappears. Vivekananda used to say, "Do not be afraid. Fear is sin." And the simplest way to be free from fear is complete absorption in work. Today's era is an era of distractions. Every moment something is ready to grab your attention. But the person who learns to immerse themselves in their work, even amidst this noise, is the true yogi. According to Vivekananda, yoga does not only mean meditation or postures. Yoga means being completely present in whatever you are doing. A person who immerses themselves in their work gradually reaches a completely different level. He is alone even in a crowd, and powerful even in solitude. His self-confidence does not depend on external validation. He doesn't need applause because his satisfaction comes from within. Vivekananda says, "You become what you think about day and night." If you think about your work day and night, you become just that, an expert in your field, a seeker of your purpose. Immersing yourself in your work is not easy. It requires sacrifice, the sacrifice of laziness, the sacrifice of excuses, and the greatest sacrifice of all, the sacrifice of the desire for immediate results. But for those who make this sacrifice, life gives them everything they could have ever imagined.